Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. This episode is airing on Thanksgiving Day. And what better way to do that with my good friend to the end, Dr. E? We're going to talk to you about the one important thing, in addition to the food, that we really want to emphasize, and that is how grateful and thankful we are for having you a part of our lives. With that being said, it's Thanksgiving, and there's no way to start it, but Ariel, kick us off. Have faith, let it begin starts right now.
Have faith, let it begin. When it starts right now.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Ariel, can you say have faith?
Let it begin.
Let it begin?
Let it begin.
Say have faith.
Let
Let it begin.
No.
No? Okay.
It's a boy.
Hi, Noah.
Noah!
Noah.
Jesus. Happy birthday, Noah!
Caitlin,
You did amazing.
you just put those back in.
Noah.
Good morning. You listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin. And it starts right now. How is that, Daddy?
It was good. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Thanksgiving tradition, but a new Thanksgiving not theory, but a new Thanksgiving way of kicking the turkey day. We're doing it with Dr. E today. Dr. E, happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. How are you there, my dear friend?
I am good to go. I mean, by now, I think everybody's just starting to wake up, probably doing the breakfast. Do you typically eat breakfast, or do you just kind of hang tight and wait for the big extravaganza?
I think I've gone all, to each base, first base, second base, third base, and home. So I have, abstained from food and waited for the big meal and just enjoyed it. I have worked out before dinner just so I don't feel too sloppy. And I have done the opposite. I have actually started the food fest from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to sleep. And I don't think anybody would disagree with me that what's even better than the main Thanksgiving meal is that Thanksgiving sandwich 3 to 4 hours after dinner, where you take some of the bread, you take some of the turkey, you take some of the gravy, you take some of the stuffing, you take some of the cranberry sauce, and you put it on 2 big ass pieces of bread or a big roll, and you have yourself a Thanksgiving sandwich while you're watching the last football game. So that's where I've been on all ends of the spectrum. How about you, my friend?
No, I'm not a big turkey guy. I got to be honest. I never really.
There are many people are not big turkey people.
I'll eat it, just because it's part of the tradition. But I love the pork and I love ham. But I got to be honest. I think the buildup is what I love the best. I love.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So we're both, we both come from immigrant families, right?
Mhm.
So all of my Spanish patients that I spoke to this week, and I said, okay, what are you guys doing? Are you doing the American Thanksgiving? Are you doing the Spanish Thanksgiving? Are you doing a hybrid? They all told me they're doing the hybrid. So they're doing the turkey, but they're doing the pernil.
Yeah.
They're doing the yams, but they're also doing, the gandules and the rice. I mean,
Yeah.
so, and you want to hear something really, actually, probably very obscene, is that in my Italian American heritage, we did the American and the Italian, but we did it stupidly. I mean, we did the turkey, gravy, and the whole thing, and the potatoes and the yams and the whole thing. And then we also had the antipasta and the lasagna and the meatballs and the sausage. So, I mean, I think we all should have just been taken to the hospital to have our stomachs pumped because it was just too much. So I think that this generation is a lot more prudent when it comes to that.
You know what frustrates me though about a Thanksgiving dinner? I'll be honest. If I can be a negative Nelly for just a second,
Go ahead.
is that
I give you permission.
you get prepared, right? You eat the food. I never try. I hardly have enough room for the dessert because I eat too much.
You gotta say, you gotta have the pecan pie. You gotta have the pumpkin pie. Gotta
It's so
do it.
hard. And then
Angel, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, tell
I
me.
want to ask you around your table, because I know you pray before each meal. When it's Thanksgiving, do you have everybody around the table say what they're thankful for?
I try to do it. Not everybody participates. You know how I get it done? I get it done
Tell
by
me.
taking my video camera, and throughout the night, I'll say, "What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for?" And then I tie it in.
All right. So you really have to kind of lead the charge.
I do. It's a work in progress. But I'm glad you said that because that's our segue. And this is the lesson part of the episode.
Well, I wanted to bring it off of food because
I, it was
we
perfect. Well,
get
that's
stuck
what I
there.
have you here for, man. You
Yeah,
always
yeah, yeah.
So the key factor is this. You
Yeah.
know, to get on a serious note, Thanksgiving is all about getting together. There are times when you go into a holiday season like this where we maybe just lost somebody, or you can't help but think about people from the past, or the ones that are or maybe can't be with you because they're in the hospital. We have to remember that tomorrow is not promised, and yesterday wasn't guaranteed, and next hour is not even guaranteed. But the one thing that is important is taking the seconds, the moments, and embracing. Because when you sit around that table and you look around and people are having fun, they're smiling, they're taking in the food, that's when you should say to yourself, what exactly are you truly thankful for? I'm going to start us off and tell you that I am very grateful, very thankful this year for my family, for my friends, for my podcast, for my job, and also for the fact that our health is on our side, even though we've been very, very sick. That is what I'm truly, truly thankful for today. And I am so honored to share this episode with my best friend, Dr. E. Dr. E, what are you thankful for?
Yeah, I have to tell you, Angel, I ditto to everything. We do this podcast on Mondays and special days, and we do the CROC podcast every Sunday. And when you're addressing a cancer survivor, thriver, you say to yourself, "Oh my God, things could be so much worse. These people are suffering, they're in pain, they're scared. Their whole life has changed." We think about people who are not employed or are financially, strung out. And we say to ourselves, wow, we have this job. We look at parents whose children are sick and we say, my God, thank God our kids, they might have the RSV and the this and the that and the colds and the that. But in general, they're dealing with manageable stuff. We look at our surroundings, our shelter. We have a roof over our heads. There are many people who don't have that. I know many patients that I've dealt with in the past lived in their cars or didn't have the money or have treated the homeless in the past. There are many people who don't know, well, kidding aside about the food, forget about the turkey and the lasagna and the meatballs and the braciole. Like they don't even have a piece of bread to eat. So I think that, when we look at our situations and our identities, there is a lot to be thankful for. And I think that there's an obligation, Angel, that we have a responsibility to be able to try to, and again, can't help everybody, but our theory, our philosophy, one person at a time. If this podcast hits someone who's depressed and alone, maybe they'll get a quick laugh out of this and they'll be able to really see something in their life that they're grateful for. If there's one person that we meet or touch through these podcasts that can also gain something at Thanksgiving time from our words, then that's what our goal is, right?
Absolutely. So we're going to go into a Thanksgiving prayer, and we hope that each and every one of you will enjoy your special day. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for today's episode. We want to thank you for our Thanksgiving episode. We want to thank you for the fact that families will come together today, spiritually, maybe in situations that they were not prepared for. We want to lift up in prayer family members that could not be with us on this holiday season. We lift them up and we know that they are with us in spirit and in our hearts. We ask you, Lord, to fulfill those empty hearts this Thanksgiving and to fill them with great memories and to fill them with great laughter as we engage in conversation. Let us nurture ourselves with great food and allow us to remember the words that you taught us, which was that we love you, that you believe in us, that you trust in us, and that you will never leave our side. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, on behalf of Dr. E and myself. And we look forward to seeing you again for our Monday edition. And also, we will have a special Black Friday episode, which will air tomorrow. With that being said, may God be with you. May He shine His light upon you and grant each and every single one of you peace on earth. Happy Thanksgiving. Dr. E, you get the final word.
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving, all of our Have Faith, Let It Begin family. And never forget, have faith, let it begin.
Turkey.
Thank you for listening to Have Faith Let It Begin. We'll be back tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, man, love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.
Thank you for listening to Have Faith Let It Begin. We'll be back tomorrow.